Hi everyone, my name is Shiman and today's presentation will analyse my skills, weaknesses and learnings from Introduction to Entrepreneurship. The aim of the analysis is to really reflect and compare on my skills and understand my capabilities in regards to becoming a successful entrepreneur. So during the course of Introduction to Entrepreneurship, I have been given the opportunity to learn more about the entrepreneurial process, the skills required and the process of setting up a successful venture. Throughout the past few months, I have focused my energy on really understanding my skills and researching ways to improve on them. So I'm going to start with just a brief overview of what today's presentation will include. So we're going to start off by talking about me, Shiman, and my journey, the tools I have used in order to conduct research and really understand my skills, the results from those tools, and then an overall analysis. So I started off in the hospitality industry, having my own cafe. And when I was there, I realized that not only did I possess business skills, but my favorite thing to do was to create relationships and network with my customers. And that's when I realized that maybe there's more to it than that. So I decided to pursue a business degree at this university. And I'm now doing public relations and I would like to open my own venture. So I graduate very soon, so this trimester, and I will become a PR professional. And I'm planning to use the PR skills and the business skills that I have amassed over the last couple of years in order to open my own venture. So I've learned that I am a hybrid entrepreneur, and that's according to Allen 2016. So the hybrid category of entrepreneur suits me, as the venture I would like to start is for mixed business reasons and a social mission. So the aim of this venture I would like to start is to gain profits, but mostly it's to provide opportunity and help small business owners that otherwise would not be able to find any help that they need to grow their businesses. Okay, so the tools that I have used in order to research and find out more about myself, we'll talk about them in a second. But according to Pinnell and Adams 2012, there are key skills that any entrepreneur must possess, and these include networking, creativity, critical thinking, adaptability, and problem solving. So using the Gallup Strengths, the Laureate Professional Attributes Test, the Emotional Intelligence Quizzes, and a SWOT and gap analysis that I conducted myself, we're going to find out whether I possess those skills and which ones that I need to improve on and which ones are my strongest ones. So in order to understand the Gallup test, it was just this test, a quiz full of questions, and the results that came out is that I am an activator, ideation, achiever, strategic, and competition. I think the most prominent one for me from the Gallup's test is that I've come to realize that a key strength of mine is ideation. So ideation highlights my personal fascination of ideas and the ability to find connections between seemingly disparate phenomena. So basically, I can compile ideas and turn them into a business venture. And this is one of the key skills that you need as an entrepreneur, because an idea is just an idea unless you find a way to put it together and turn it into a business. So the next skill would be a strategic trait, which allows me to create alternative ways to proceed. As an entrepreneur, we face a lot of issues, and being able to find a way around those problems is a key skill that any entrepreneur needs to have. I'm an activator, which means I like to get things done. And also I have competition as one of my traits, which is very essential when starting any business. So through the Laureate Professionals Capability Test, I've been able to identify that one of my most skills that is just me problem solving and analyzing, which is also was shown in the Gallup Strengths, being able to find ways around problems that come up. So that is something that is very important. I work well with others. I like to lead teams. Again, as an entrepreneur or as a business owner, This is a key skill that is important. And the two areas that I really wanted to talk about are the areas that I need to improve. It's adapting to change and continual learning and self-development. In this day and age, any entrepreneur needs to learn how to adapt to change quickly, as our environments are constantly changing and constantly moving at a fast pace. So this is a skill that I really need to invest in myself and learn how to adapt better to change and faster to change if I wish to succeed. When I finish university, I need to continue to learn and develop. And this is something that I need to keep in mind, that I need to do continuous learning, and through continuous learning, I can improve my skills and acquire skills that I need to adapt to change as well. Through emotional intelligence quizzes, I have learned that one of my strengths is social awareness. This is the ability to understand and relate to other people's feelings and emotions. And this is one of the key skills to being a leader or a business owner. Being able to really understand your team and things that they are going through, and being able to just have the skill to understand and have empathy towards your team, and also to other people like your clients and customers is very important. So I have quite a few emotional intelligence. I scored quite high, and I think this is very important for anybody in business, whether it be an entrepreneur, business owner, or a manager, or just if you're a team member. You need to know how to interact and talk with other people. So understanding that I have a high emotional intelligence score gives me the confidence to know that I will be a good team leader, and I will also be able to understand social situations and which might be sensitive, and I will be able to relate to my employees a lot better. I then have conducted a gap analysis. So the gap takes all my strengths and weaknesses, and it kind of scales them to identify the areas that I really need to work on and the areas that I should continue to develop, however, they don't need attention right away. So the one area that I thought that I need the most practice in, it's my communication, written and verbal. My current score is 6, but however, I would like to have it be a 9. So I have a gap of 3, which means for me this is a high priority level, because as a PR professional, this is one of the key skills that you need to enhance, and also as an entrepreneur. For teamwork, I scored myself an 8, and I would like to improve that, as I feel we can always improve how we interact with others. However, it's not top of my list. I have no issue achieving objectives. I'm a highly driven person. This is something that I really is one of my key skills. Adapting to change. So this is my number one thing that came up throughout all my tests that I conducted. It's that I have some hesitation when it comes to change. So this will be something that I will need to work on, and that's through continual learning and development. And the last thing I want to talk about is time management. I always say that I don't have time to be continually learning and developing outside of university because I'm going to be so busy. However, if I'm able to bring time management skills into this, then I should be able to find the time to invest in myself. And this is a key skill that any entrepreneur, business owner, or just everybody in general needs to have. So overall, my improvement areas is my time management, and then learning to adapt to change, which are the key things that you need as an entrepreneur. The skills I would like to capitalize on, my ability to create ideas and bring them together to become a great venture. Another skill that I have is networking. And this networking skill is something that I really need to capitalize on, as according to Spinelli and Adams, it is one of the key skills that any entrepreneur needs to have. And to have a successful venture, you need to be networking and building relationships with your clients, your suppliers, even your competitors. For future learning, I know there's areas that I need to work on, and there are quite a few courses and things that I need to take on in order to improve my abilities and my skills. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for listening.